Now we got to talk about this hot topic, Deion Sanders leaving for the University of Colorado. Now, first off, let's just give this man a round of applause because he worked his you know what off. Now, with everything that comes to the light, there's always things that come to the dark. There's always negativity. And let me tell you, I'm just so disappointed in my community that I had to speak about it and get it off my chest because I can use this opportunity not only to push out the information to you guys, but for therapy for myself because I feel like I'm insane for feeling like I'm the only one just like genuinely happy for him. Genuinely appreciate and understand what he has done. I did a little research on Wikipedia, but I actually looked and seen the last time University of Jackson. That was the school he was coaching for previously. University of Jackson last championship was 2007. I think their division championship was 2013. Their last one, he won back to back. Not only that, he had opportunities with top 5 powerhouse schools prior to taking this job at Jackson State, which he turned down, which he stopped entertaining to go to Jackson State because they end up recruiting him. And he decided, okay, let me take this chance. I feel like God is telling me to go down here, motivate, do a lot of different things. Now this man's rich already. He has sponsorships, he has deals, he has resources, he has all these things that at the moment Jackson State doesn't have. Okay, so he's coming down to a school that has not that many resources, not able to pay him his worth, but he's taking that chance because he's bringing light to the HBCUs. Now, just from what I've seen and to see the growth, see the development from when he actually gets to the campus and he starts to train these young kids. And the first big thing he notices is we don't have a right practice field. We don't have genuine facilities. We don't have personnel that needs to be there to help these kids compete at the level they need to compete at. He notices that they're taking money games. That's how they feel HBCUs are. So they pay for them to come out to beat up on them. What happens at the end of the day is we find out the finances aren't correct. We find out for years their expenses are more than what they're getting for the game. So are we fighting for exposure or are we fighting just to take a weak check? This is what Deion Sanders came down to fix and expose. Not only that, man, the field was so bad. And he did research on the field and understood that wide receivers and cornerbacks would get hurt on this field because, it starts to dip, it starts to drain, and the field is not level, right? He gets put into action. He gets with the local Walmarts, he gets with a couple other local companies, and they were able to be donated $1 million field. Why could that have not been done before him? Why couldn't it be done before him? With many other black African American coaches, you got an athletic director, you got this, you got that. Why didn't no one say anything? He actually built brand new facilities. They weren't able to finish all of it. They were short on some money, right? He took money out of his own pocket. Please tell me the last coach that took money out of their own pocket to finish a facility, because he didn't have to do that. Deion Sanders also didn't have to do is withdraw his kids from the schools that they were going to come down there. Like I feel like he was all in. My man was all in. He even brought his family down there. We laughed and joked on I can't remember the team, but we know the coach goes to the middle of the field to shake the hand of the coach, and the coach pushes him off. They said he's not swag. Says he's not part of this community. But is that before or after you accept the limelight of a sold out stadium? I'm not gonna say never been done, but in years hasn't been sold out. You benefit from the ticket sales. You benefit from the sales of the concessions. You benefit. He has been doing this ritual for years. Man, I watched a film of him walking around stadiums and being cussed out, called all sorts of nasty words. Once again, not being celebrated, not being appreciated. We talk about the offers that he was receiving, and he was never quiet or shy or never was honest about entertaining other offers. He said that. He said, "Hey, I'm looking. I'm doing this. I'm doing that." And he had a 60-minute interview. He really listened. He said, "Hey, I'm not opposed to staying at Jackson State, but I've been here for 3 years, and I showed them the template. I've showed them what needs to happen. I've showed them, and at some point in time, Jackson State has to come back with a counter offer, and it can't be the same. I can't be doing the buddy hookup no more." But what's crazy is he has had staff with him since Pee Wee football. He's been training, he's been coaching his son since Pee Wee football. How many of you guys have done that? How many of you guys have actually volunteered with kids for over 20 something years? But let me tell you, man, not everybody can do it. Not everybody wants to do it. Not everybody wants to find the time to do it. This man has been coaching selflessly for years. Now he's already rich, he's already a millionaire, he's already this, he's already that, he already has relationships, he already has sponsors, this and that. But remember, when coaching, you also have a staff. Appreciate it for his staff. His staff is excited. If any of you guys had even took a second to even look at the Colorado walkthrough where they walked him through the university like he was a king. Like, man, we need you. We need you and we want you. Some of you guys don't understand that feeling. I don't believe he used Jackson State to catapult his career. He didn't need that. He was already on top. But this is what happened. This is the reason why I believe a lot of individuals, black individuals, don't want to take that chance on their community because this is the kind of backlash you get. They feel like you have to go all in when they're not even all in. All he did was come down and show a template and understand that he was met with major opposition the entire time he was there. How long do you want him to fight? Who fought with him? Who went to those meetings? Who said, y'all need to listen to Deion Sanders, and this is what it is? How many campuses held protests? How many of the students got together and said, you know what, our university needs him, and we need to figure out how to get him some more money? We need to also understand the back end of it, man. We complain, we complain, get the bag, do this, don't stay somewhere where you're not wanted, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying Jackson State don't want him. They do. They definitely want him. But understand, I believe that the template is done. He showed the product. He was there for 3 years. He gave them back-to-back championships. He gave them their first undefeated season. He gave a lot. What more can he give you? He showed you what the bowl games look like. He showed you how to have these kids in life. It doesn't matter what you do. You're always going to have opposition. What I do respect for him is that he's saying, look, I'm always going to be black. I'm always going to be for the African American community. But you guys got to understand, we have to stay diverse in the NCAA. And those top power schools, they fired over 5 head coaches, 5 African American head coaches. And someone has to step up and fill those roles. I'm qualified to fill those roles. If I do not, they go away. But it takes individuals to be in a situation to even fill those roles. And when they fill those roles, you want to call them a sellout? What we should take from this at the end of the day, man, the conclusion is he set a template. He showed you how to rebuild a structure, how to get sponsorship, how to fill a stadium, what this contract should look like, what they should not look like. He showed you how to entertain. He showed you how to market. He showed you a lot of different things. So let's not tear him down because he moved on. Let's build him up and let's understand that he's now made it easier because I believe Deion Sanders wasn't given something that was a great product. But when he left, he left a great product for someone to take over. And it should be that much easier for him to continue on with the baton and grow it even more. So yeah, man. That's where we at. I love you guys. I appreciate you. To the next episode. Peace.